What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley right here on Ultra Broadcasting. Also, you can check us out on Facebook and YouTube, as always. I'm David, along here with my good buddy, Racing Jason. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Oh, another day in paradise, you know.
What it is,
As you said, you know, living the dream, one nightmare at a time.
Amen. That's my saying, bro. That's facts. That is facts.
You know. What you been up to?
I went to a little racetrack over the weekend called Sonoya. You ever heard of it?
Or as they say, Sano.
Sono.
Sano.
The home of the dead walkers being filmed.
It is. That it is. It is.
Did you ever watch that show?
The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
I tried. I couldn't ever really get into it.
Not one. Not. I went for a minute just to see what was it about, man, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan either. It was. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't bad. It just. I'm just like, I don't know how it went so many seasons.
It was like 10, didn't it? 10
and I
years.
think they're still spin off or something later. I don't know.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, it's literally zombies. Still.
I don't know.
And it's just I don't get it. But I mean,
I don't either.
It had a big following, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of dead walkers out there, bro.
Nah, I reckon so. Cool. Well, that's good. We'll get into some racing action from there real soon. But did you, regardless of the racing action down there, did you have fun?
A total blast. I mean, you couldn't ask for it. Lights went out, man. It had everything you wanted.
Everything you wanted. Lights went out.
Everything you wanted, man. Had a power outage and great racing first half of the race, man. It had a recipe for everything you wanted, man. It was awesome.
Do we know the cause of the power outage?
Oh yeah, I know exactly what it was.
Somebody needs some more time to work on the car. I mean, is that what it was?
No. The War of Outlaws brought so much excitement.
Here we go.
So much energy.
Just sucked all the energy out of the place, though.
Yeah, there you go. The power grid couldn't take all the excitement.
No, here we go.
All the electricity.
Yeah. There we go. Fun. Well, cool. Well, I had a weekend. I think I was just telling you a little bit before we got on air here. Saturday, I wanted to go to a track, but I knew it's probably going to be between this weekend, next weekend's Easter. I was like, man, we got to get some stuff done. Just not going to have time. So my old truck, my son's driving it. It's a 2010 Chevrolet 1500.
What year?
2010.
10.
16-year-old truck. Still in good shape for the most part. So, anyway, air conditioner gone out on it. And I'm pretty sure somewhere around at least the evaporator core, because it was like all the Freon leaked into the floorboard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So, well, you got to pull the entire dash out of that thing. So
and that stuff ain't cheap either, Dave.
Well, it's not that it's that expensive. But, we'll do it ourselves, at least. It's not that expensive. But it's one of them deals that I don't know if anybody's ever messed with a 2007 to like 2013 truck or Chevrolet truck. The dash, I could name some. I think potato chips are less brittle than the dash in that thing. I don't know why they made it out of such thin plastic to sit in the sun. I really have never understood that.
That's why they crack all the time.
Crack? Oh my God, this thing is literally just, you touch it and it just crumbles. And get this, to replace, because that dash piece, it comes down, it's like whole, got radio stuff, it goes around all that, and just the way it works. I looked it up. I was like, if it's a couple $100, I'm like, I'll just buy another one at this point, because it's so bad. That thing is $900.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. Well, they sell some, fortunately, and I knew this ahead of time, but they sell some pieces that go over the top of it and stick to it. You glue it to the top of it.
Like a shell.
Yep, exactly. My only problem is like, boy, there sure ain't much there to glue to. But we're going to try it anyway. I'm going to figure out something. I don't care if I got to take like some strips of aluminum or something and glue them on the bottom side. I'm going to do something and make that
How
work.
about gasket sealer?
Something. I mean, I guess. I mean, it comes with a good glue, but like I said, there just ain't nothing to glue to. There's a little bit there, but there ain't much. So anyway, that's the process. That thing is a job. We worked on it all day Saturday, and still, he's out there still pulling stuff out of it right now, as we speak. I just heard him come in here and get more tools out of the toolbox. So,
oh my God.
it is a job and a half. So anyway, done that.
Boy.
My wife, she's over the kids ministry at our church, and she had a family movie night going on at church. So we got so far with that, and I went over to the movie night and watched the movie King of Kings, cartoon movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a good movie. Great Easter movie.
Okay.
So it's, like I said, it's cartoon made by Angel Studios. Really good.
Okay.
Done that, cleaned up, went home, went to bed, got back up, left the house at about 7:30, went back to church. Had church yesterday morning, and we ended up staying in Hartsville because we had a worship service, music service that I led last night. We just stayed in Hartsville though. Went to what I say it was Wild Heart Brewery for lunch.
Mm-hmm. No, never heard of that.
Pretty
Must
good.
be a brand new place, huh?
I think it's been there a couple years maybe, but that's about it. But it's pretty good. They had a stuffed French toast. I ate it. I hadn't really figured out what it was stuffed with.
I'm about to ask you, you don't know what it was stuffed with?
I don't really know. Don't really know at all.
Sausage, eggs, cheese?
No, it wouldn't none of that. It wasn't none of the things you would think it would be.
I'm scared to ask.
Going back to something you said, Sniper said your celebrity status was so big the power grid couldn't handle it. That's what it was. But anyway, so me and Landon had that. Landon's girlfriend had, let's see, she had some kind of sandwich. I can't remember what it was now. Anyway, and my wife had a, what they call it, a wild bowl. And it was, I'm really not, I remember there was like a strip of flounder in it. There was tomatoes. It looked pretty good. Pretty good. And then Jackson, my youngest one, he just had a cheese pizza. And there's our wood fire or stone fire pizza. They got a big old pizza oven thing in there.
Oh, I love that. Oh my, you can't find that anymore.
No, there's a few of them around here.
Really?
Now, yeah, they came back. So anyway, he had that. Not bad at all. It was pretty good for a quick lunch. A little on the pricey side, a little bit. How much you think? 2 French toast, a sandwich, a pizza, and this little bowl. Go for it. And we all had, I think, a couple sweet teas and water. That was it.
$70.
Yeah, I wish. It was 100 before tip. Little on the pricey side, but you know.
That's 25 a person, bro.
Yeah, no, that's no, a little less. We have 5 people, so
5 people.
so it was 20 a person,
Okay, 20 a person.
which
Well,
is
you know
about
what?
normal anymore in a restaurant.
Yeah, about to
so.
say you really
I
can't
don't
get that
know.
good.
I'm not whatever about it.
Yeah, that's normal. I think that's about normal. $20. That's normal.
It is. It's normal. But I'm old school.
Oh, bro, ain't we all?
I remember you used to go somewhere like that, and I mean, I don't know. You used to go to a steakhouse, and that's what you spent.
$20 on steak,
Yep.
dinner, and drink.
Yep. Exactly.
Well, them days is over, ain't
Oh golly, you can't go for less than 2 people. Me and Kayla went. I think it was just to Texas Roadhouse by ourselves. Somebody gave us a gift card. We were like,
Well,
let's
that's
go use it.
$50. That was $50 easy.
Oh, it was more than that. It was like 70.
Oh. How much is Outback? If that, oh my god! I hate to see what Outback is now.
Outback, I think, is actually cheaper, but at least Outback here
In
isn't.
Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah. Outback isn't near as good though.
Oh, I agree with that now. I do agree with that. But Outback ain't it's Texas Roadhouse is cheaper than Outback?
I believe it. It's probably close.
Okay. Damn. That shows how long, excuse me, shows you how long this is since I've been to a damn steakhouse. Which I ain't big on steak anyway. I'll take a pizza over a steak any day. All day, every day.
Sniper said his godson had 11 Martinsville hot dogs. $140 worth of hot dogs.
11. That's gotta be close to a record, ain't it?
I don't know. I'd love to know what the record is.
11? Man, okay.
He said he's starting a new restaurant called EBT. Stuart, where'd you eat at for 40? 3 of you for $40. Where'd you eat at for that? I want to know. I want to go there. Did you say? No. Let's see. I'd like to know. But what's so bad is we're way off track, but man, you can't hardly buy the stuff to make the stuff for that much anymore.
Well, that's
just as bad.
Okay. Give me a good example. I tried to make a homemade pizza about 6 months ago. It's just as cheaper to get a doggone Domino's or something to get 2 of them.
Yeah. Oh, that was Waffle House. 3 for $40. Yeah, pretty good. Can't beat the awful waffle.
I don't know. I was asleep in the truck when we got to Waffle House. I was asleep. And Bobby Pierce pulled up. I don't know how they get to see Bobby Pierce after the race.
Golly.
Yeah, I was asleep, man. I was wore out. I was tired.
Tarred and feathered.
We sat down at the Waffle House. I sat there about 2 seconds. I said, bro, can you unlock your truck, man? I can't keep my eyes open. I would lay back in the back seat of the truck, man, crashed out.
Dang.
The next thing I know, they come back from eating stew, talking about, man, look, they should be picture on the stove. Man, you missed Bobby Pierce in there. I was like, oh man. Oh well. I was wore out, bro. That was a long
Bobby should have come woke you up in the truck.
Oh. Did you see the video I posted of Bobby Pierce during the blackout? Did you see that?
I didn't see that one. I saw some of the other ones. I didn't see that one for some reason. I had to look it up. Where's that? On your Facebook or X?
Facebook and TikTok and Twitter.
Oh, he's going multi-platform now.
I had to, man. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome, bro. I said, you know what, man? Everybody was standing around in the infield, light in the dark. I said, man, I'm gonna walk myself down there and see what's going on. So I walked down there, man. Everybody was out the car, just talking, having a good time and everything. And I called Pierce. And Pierce just took the lead when the lights went out. Conspiracy theory? I just but yeah,
that's
man.
the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
oh my God, I put that on Twitter. And this thing I know, 2 seconds later, dun, 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 dun. I said, oh my God. 'Cause I tagged Sonoya, my buddy Jason, he does
Oh
some local.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So that was pretty cool, man.
Then
Heck yeah.
that's what Tyler kept posting on Facebook. Tyler Herb talking about Reba. If you know, you know.
I thought Ashton Winger, he said, bored at work. He was sitting in the car waiting.
So stupid.
Oh my God.
So
my
stupid.
God. Yeah, they got a lick of sense, bro.
Well, cool. All right. Well, I guess it's time to start talking about some racing. Just to let everybody know, I think Steve Zacharias going to be joining us a little bit. Our what we call him now? What did I say we were going to call him? El Capitan.
Yes.
For Ultra Broadcasting.
Yes. El Capitan.
El Capitan.
El Capitan.
He's gonna be joining in at some point in time. It is his daughter's 18th birthday, and he called me earlier. He's like, I'm gonna jump in. I was like, cool. All right. He just said they were at dinner, so when they get done, he's gonna jump in.
Okay,
also, winner of the inaugural IHRA stock car sportsman division, Kyle Dudley is gonna be joining in about 7:30.
What did he race at?
They raced at used to be called, well, they didn't race this past weekend. It was last weekend. At what used to be called Motor Mile, Pulaski County, Virginia. Yep. And he led every lap of the whole thing. So we're gonna get to talk to him about the new IHRA stock car series and kind of how it's going or how it went, what he's thinking about the rest of the season. Just some stuff like that. Pickett's.
He had a display. IHRA had a late model there display at Sonoya.
Did they?
Yeah.
Very cool.
I knew that the guy I really wanted to talk to wasn't there. It was some kid there. I don't. He probably just there promoting. I want to talk to the older gentleman that was there. He probably knows some stuff.
Oh, fix that. We try to get Daniel Horton or somebody like that on here at some point in time.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the series and stuff like that, and especially after they get a couple races under the belt and what they think about it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's before that time comes around, then we'll get into all your. Since you were at the track, we'll save the best for last there, and we'll talk all about that. But let's go ahead and talk about at least NASCAR stuff, because when Steve comes on, there was some Cars Tour action at Wake County this past weekend. We really want to talk about, and I really want to talk about with Steve when he comes on from a series, quote unquote, owner and a track owner perspective. So I really want to talk to him about that and save that for the end. So let's I guess we can get into some NASCAR stuff from Martinsville. I don't know. I feel like I got
sneeze. Oh,
yeah, I did have to sneeze. I love pollen.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. Anyway. Little Gator, Justin Allgaier, picked up another win on the Grand National side. So congratulations to him for sure. Denny Hamlin looked like he was going to be dominant at Martinsville, as he has been many times before. But Chase Elliott made his guys made kind of a gutsy call and brought home the win for Hendrick Motorsports there.
He won?
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you, man. I got so bored from that yesterday. I turned into the doggone Duke game. That race was that was horrible. That was horrible, Dave.
I'm going to be honest with you. In my opinion, I don't think, obviously they had the new quote-unquote package, new horsepower package, 750 horsepower at Martinsville. I don't think that's the problem at Martinsville right now. I don't necessarily think it's the horsepower deal. I think if you got a car with as wide of tires they got and are shifting, I don't think you're going to fix that problem until you get rid of shifting.
Why are you shifting on a half a mile track, bro?
Because you're getting down so low in the RPM range, you're low enough you can drop it to fourth and then pull like crazy out the corner.
Well, okay, that'd be great at Pocono coming off a turn or something, but you don't need that on a half a mile track, Dave.
Yeah, but what's crazy is NASCAR's the one that dictates the gear ratios in these things.
Well, they have to fix this, man. They have to think. Oh my God, they got to do something about this, bro.
I agree with you.
It was horrible.
It was man. It was I don't know. I don't think you just gonna. I'd love to say you could fix this short track package, but I just don't think you're gonna fix it without changing components on that car.
You have to. You had to change the gear, change the rear end, change something, bro. The wheelbase, I don't know. You got to change something about this car, bro.
I really wish they would, even if it was for just that track, maybe. I think if they, and I know they wouldn't want to do that, but man, if they didn't have so much, tread patch, I guess you say, they got such a wide tire on this thing. There's so much rubber on the ground. Man, I wish they'd just go and try. Let's go back to a regular, I don't know, whatever, 10-inch wheel, whatever it is, 8-inch wheel. 8-inch wheel would be great. Put a smaller tire on this thing. I think they just got too much contact patch on the ground of tire. Yes, shifting's not helping, but if you take tire away, shifting ain't going to do nothing but cause you to spin tires off the corner. And you're going to kill the tire. So I feel like you could fix this with a tire, but you got to go aggressive with it.
Damn, I like that idea.
I like it, but it's like they will not listen to it. And there's been, and I'm not the first person to say it. There's been many people in the industry to say it. And I feel like that's probably the easiest fix. Yes, you got a ton of wheels. Oh my God. You don't realize how many wheels there are in NASCAR until you go to a cup race and stand in the pits. There are so many tires and wheels everywhere. I don't know how the teams keep up with them. It's insane. And what is stacked still in the garage, there are so many wheels. I get that. I get that it would have to be so much more to come up with but man, I feel like at least for short track package for Martinsville, Bristol, Richmond, maybe North Wilkesboro, where else? I don't know. There's probably some other places you can think of. Man, if they just put
New Hampshire, I guess. It's a mile.
It's just a lot of load on tire there. Because they're so fast down straightaways. I just feel like in those particular tracks, at least Martinsville, if you get rid of some contact patch, you'd make racing a heck of a lot better. I really do. Really, really, really do. I think you could, like I said, I think if you got rid of enough of it, they wouldn't even shift to fifth. They'd probably stay in fourth the whole time. Faster racing at a short track does not always equate to better racing.
Racing, exactly. Thank you.
Normally, faster racing kills a short track. That's what
if you really want to speed, Dave, like I was talking with somebody had a topic going on Twitter the other day, talking about late models ain't fast or something like that. I got to the point where if I wanted speed, Dave, I watch drag racing.
Exactly.
Speed doesn't make it better.
No, speed's great for, like you just said, drag racing. If I want to see something go 300 mile an hour, I'm gonna turn it into drag racing. If I want to see side by side racing, I don't care about how fast they're going, as long as it's exciting.
Thank you. I don't want to get off this subject, man, but I'll jump into the dirt thing. I'll wait, man. I'll come back to this. I got something. Yeah.
There's something we talked about that I saw on Facebook this past week too, so we'll get to that in a minute. I don't know. I mean, I'm proud of my Hendrick Motorsports guys. And that's the thing is, people say, and I've heard people say, well, you kind of looked into that win. No, you don't look into a win in NASCAR. I mean, that I can name a few when some rain came and fog came and stuff like that. Yeah, that's probably going to be the closest thing you can. I think I would be willing to say, based off the first of this year, the whole Chevrolet camp knows that they are down on, from what I hear, they're down on power and down on aero.
Chevrolet is. I was wondering why Toyotas were dominating.
Well, it's not a Chevrolet is. They just said Toyota is up on everybody. I don't know who's better, Ford or Chevrolet. I don't know. But from what I hear, Toyota's better. So the only place you're going to beat somebody like that is out-strategy them. If you can out-strategize them, great. So, I don't know. And you see, speaking of, I think Tyler Reddick, what did he finish, like 15th or something? I don't know. I think it's about the worst finish of the year for him. What does that say? Going to a Martinsville and Toyota was still out front. Does that just say he's just not as good a driver on Martinsville? It's so funny to me, too, because I've always thought the dirt drivers should be fast on
short tracks.
Short track. But it does not always correlate. Yeah. Kyle Larson hated that place for a long time.
He hated Martinsville? He did?
Yeah, did not like Martinsville at all. And he doesn't really run great there. I mean, he ran okay this past week. Chad, what's up, brother? See you tomorrow evening, sir. Got to take the truck over to his shop tomorrow evening.
Good. About time.
Yeah, no. People got to work around here, Jason. Tell him, Chad. People got to work. People's busy.
Well,
and broke.
I told you. I told you what Rambo said.
Yeah, I'm just still trying to figure out how that works. Andrew Garris told me the exact same thing last week. The exact same thing. And I said, yeah, you again, y'all tell me how this works and I will do that. Because I'm going to tell you, if I quit work, I'm probably going to have to sell the race car.
And your house and your car.
Then not going to have either at that point.
EBT.
Yeah. I ain't going to have a job. I ain't going to have a race car. I ain't going to have a house. All of it. Going to be gone.
God. Oh, my God.
So, I don't know. Anyway, let's get into our picks here, I guess. Let's see here.
I don't have a clue how I have no idea.
I got them right here. Okay. Got them right here, boss.
All right.
Let's see here. You won, actually.
Huh?
You beat Connor finally.
I won one?
Yeah, you won one. And Connor finished third. I finished second, where I finished, halftime. So I still lose a spot in the points. You took Ryan Blaney and finished sixth. I took Josh Berry.
There we go.
And finished 10th. And Connor took Ryan Preece. And finished 12th.
Still not bad. Still kind of close there.
Oh, yeah, he's close. So, season standings as of now. Connor still in the lead with 17 points. Jason in second place with 13 points, and I am in third with 12 points. So you're still 4 points behind him. You're still 2 races out.
Yeah, we're still right there neck and neck.
We're still neck and neck. It's close, but it's still close. We got a long season to go. Still there. So Connor went first, and I had it right here. Where'd he go? Connor took he's taking my pick from last week. And we got 2 weeks. Cup is off this week. Go ahead and say that. Cup is off this week. Next race is at oh God, where is the next race at? Oh, Bristol. Next race is at Bristol on April 12th. So we'll go ahead and do this because we're gonna take next week off too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna take next week off. One just because it's Easter weekend, spring break week. Also, I'm on call, so you never know what's gonna happen. So,
Okay.
Figure it's a good week to take off. No. I mean, I know there's some dirt racing, but other than that, there's no racing around here.
I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. So
Livonia, but I'm not going. I don't think I'm going to Livonia.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there ain't much racing going on even around here. So, anyway, so for Bristol, Connor picks Josh Berry.
Okay.
For Bristol, let's see. Man, who do I want for Bristol? Such a crapshoot there. Sometimes.
I knew I want.
I'm going to go with... You know what? No, I didn't.
Yes.
Did I already take him? I need to get a sheet. I really got to go back through this and get a sheet. I don't think I've taken him. I hadn't taken Kyle Busch yet, have I? 99% sure I have not.
Let's see here. Yep, you took Kyle Busch at Darlington. I took Alec. No, this is Vegas. I took
Vegas. Okay.
Yeah, Vegas.
Okay. I'm going to take somebody way outside the box. I'm going to go with Noah Gragson.
I'm going way out the box too, Dave. I'm going Rusty Wallace.
Rubberhead.
Yeah, how many wins he got there?
You tried to take him last week too.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you tried.
Oh, I can't do it 2 weeks.
After you tried to take Harry Gant.
Oh, that's right, Harry Gant in Martinsville. Oh shoot, I'll take Darrell
September
Waltrip.
though.
How many wins Darrell Waltrip got at Bristol? Like
a
11?
lot of them.
I'll take D-Dub. Can I take D-Dub?
I mean, he showed up at Darlington just to say boogity boogity boogity.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Man. Oh God, who I wanted Bristol, man.
Chad said, "All work, no play." Yeah.
I'll take Christopher Bell.
C-Bell.
Yeah, I'll take C-Bell.
I think that's a good one for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good one. I'm so up in the air on Bristol. There's a few I could take, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna save them till the end of my regular season here. I think so.
Do I need to go back and write down all the names we've already taken, or
if you got them handy, yeah, write them down.
I can find them, but yeah,
it's fine. I can listen back. I need to print it out.
Are we 6 races in? How many races are we in?
Believe so. Yeah.
6.
Yeah, because Tyler Redd's got 4 wins and
Chase Elliott,
and Ryan Blaney.
Oh, Ryan Blaney. Okay. All right. Let me see if I just put my hand on it real quick. 1. 2. 3. Uh-oh.
It's all right.
Uh-oh.
It'd be all
I
right.
got I got three.
It'd be all
No,
right.
wait, I got four. I got four.
Okay.
I put two on the same page. Okay. That must be Vegas and Darlington. I said that's four. I got four. I don't know where the other two are.
Okay.
Wait a
That's
minute. Who did Cardinal take his who'd you take it you took Ty Gibbs at Phoenix, right?
Yes.
That's five.
Oh, well, then you good. We good.
I think we're good. Okay. Road course. I took SVG. You took Seabell. He
Yep.
took Dinger. So that's six. I got all six.
Sweet.
What about wait a minute. What about Daytona?
That's what I was fixing to say. This be coming up 7 races, I believe.
Seven. I don't have Daytona. I got six.
That's cool. That's cool.
All right.
I'll go back on it.
And we could do it together or something or something.
Do what?
If you need help, I got.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I got to print out a sheet. What I normally do, to make this real easy, I just print out a list of everybody, and then I use a different color highlighter for each person, and then I know who's got each what. You know, so I just have it. I keep forgetting to do it until I get here, and I'm like, crap.
I will remind you, Dave. I will text you and remind
Well,
you.
you text me and remind me.
I will, because this gonna be this. Yeah, we're coming up to double digits, man. I don't know who I've taken already.
It'll be all right.
Okay.
It'll be all right. We'll get it straight.
So now we just go back over. You got. See, I can't even remember where I wrote it down. At. Okay, you got. Connor got Barry. I got Bell, and you got Gregson. Okay.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. So we'll roll through them, and we'll that'll make us through Easter here coming up. Like I said, we are going to take off, but man, and I wish I could go. I'm on call this weekend and can't go. Friday and Saturday this week, The Rock. You don't like Rockingham?
Yeah, but I just don't want. I just don't think they work. Well, I tell you what, the stands are really packed in Martinsville, weren't they?
Oh yeah, ain't nothing unusual.
You're losing fans, Dave. They gotta do something. If we go back to the old NASCAR, man, I will go. I'll probably go to Rockingham. It's not that far the road.
What is the old NASCAR? What is the old NASCAR though?
The old package? Just not this new car.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about. Yeah, but I'm saying Rockingham this week, but we ain't got a Cup car there. We ain't got a Cup car there.
Oh, that's true too. Okay, yeah,
we got the best
too.
race, dude. I'm gonna tell you, it puts on. You still could not tell me right now the most competitive and best to watch series on the track right now.
It's the truck.
Is trucks.
It's trucks.
True.
And that's Friday night, right? That's Friday night.
That's Friday afternoon. They don't have no lights.
They don't have any lights, Dave.
Nope.
They never put lights. They never put
lights there.
Mm.
Would be cool. But that's one track, dude. I'm gonna tell you that's track. And I know you weren't far from it. Did you ever go?
Heck yeah!
I figured you did.
Oh gosh, yeah. I was on the back stretch with my car long flip.
What?
Right in front of us.
What we always sat in turn one. What was it about that place? It could be, warm every other week. You all of a sudden show up at Rockingham. It was freezing. It was freezing cold. I remember sitting in the stands there one time, and I believe it was the early race when they used to go there second right after Daytona. And man, I remember sitting there, and I hated when a caution came out because everybody would jump up and look. We would all be sitting there, and you like huddled together because it was warm. And everybody jump up and look, and all of a sudden that cold air hit you. Just like, oh God, everybody sit back down. It was bad. It was bad cold.
I'll never forget the week after we lost Earnhardt. Second race was Rockingham. Cold, cloudy, just a miserable day. And on lap 2, Hornaday takes out Junior.
Yep. Steve Part 1 though.
That was awesome. That was all. And here I am. I'm running from the speedway underneath the doggone flagpole. Man, I ain't going in here, man. Take me back home. I ain't going in here. And two dudes I was with actually practically picked me up. Man, you coming in this doggone race, man. We came this far. We're going in. But yeah, that was a very somber day, man. But yeah, Steve Part 1. Yeah, he sure did, didn't he?
Sure did.
And didn't Harvick win the week after Atlanta?
He did. Sure did. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, on the on the line with the man that regardless of the race, he's never going to lose a party.
Right.
Winner of the inaugural IHRA Stock Car Series Sportsman Division winner, Mr. Kyle Dudley. Kyle, what's going on, buddy?
Nah, just living the dream, man. We over here at the race shop trying to get some more of these cars finished up. So another day in paradise.
Well, man, first of all, I know it's a week out, but still want to congratulate you on that win, man. That was impressive for sure.
I really appreciate it, man. That was a big one for us. We've been wanting one of these big ones real bad, so that one was pretty sweet.
Good deal, man. Man, I wanna talk to you about that series before we get into your race. What drew you to go try? You know, because obviously the rules package for the IHRA deal was just way different than what late model stock has been around the Southeast, at least. So what drew you to want to go try to run that deal?
So I mean, big things obviously. For number one, money. They're putting a lot of money into this deal, and I mean, make it almost where you couldn't say no, especially at my home track. You know, I'm 45 minutes up the road, and you know, it's nothing for us to make the trek up there compared to these other tracks we go run. And I mean, just interest in the series. You know, everybody's been intrigued about it. You know, I read some of the rules, and the first was scratching my head, and but it really seemed to all kind of click and make sense. I was really impressed with how they ran things and how smooth everything went for being their first event and a big event like that and having that many cars. So I feel like there was a lot of good coming out of that, and they got a lot of momentum, and I hope they can keep it going because that series is a really cool deal for people like me. You know, I feel like there's a different set of cars, you know, that are going to these Cars Tour races, and then you got guys like us kind of caught in the middle, trying to figure out where to run and what to run, where we feel like we fit in. And, you know, the business model is just not there for me for the Cars Tour to run a full-time deal. I'm going to try and make a couple starts with them, but that's about all I can do every year. So this other deal really opens up some more windows to get in front of more eyes. And like I say, so far, so good.
Yeah, definitely so far so good. So you talked about it just then. Talk about you know, guys in the middle like yourself, not got Cars Tour budget, but man, this race was running for just as much, if not more, than quite a few of the Cars Tour races. Do you think the reason? And I know you don't want to throw anybody under the bus by no means, but do you think the reason we didn't see, well, really any Car Tour regulars in the field was because they felt like they completely lost the advantage that they would have?
I mean, I don't know if that's the way I'd phrase it, but it's, you know, a different rules package always makes these guys timid, and they don't, you know, and I think a lot of it was this first time out. A lot of guys are in kind of a wait and see pattern. They wanted to see if it was legit and if they were going to run it in a decent way, and kind of how things were going to play out, which I understand completely. But yeah, definitely, I think they, you know, like I say, a lot of the rules I kind of questioned. I had to change some stuff on my car that, you know, I was like, why are we doing this? It don't really make sense. But I think they did just enough to steer enough of those, you know, Cars Tour and other guys away from doing it to make it kind of perfect. It fit the racers they wanted to race. So I feel like some of the Cars Tour guys will come over, not all of them. You know, the Cars Tour once again has a kind of completely different business model, and they do a great job too. You know, don't want to take nothing away from that series. I think there's room for both of the series to succeed. So, but yeah, I think they did just enough to really appeal to the racers they wanted to appeal to, and that's who showed up and raced. So, I mean, like I say, I think I was questioning a lot of it, but it seemed to work kind of to a T when we got there.
Exactly. Well, hats off to the IHRA and especially being the first race out. I saw. I want to ask you real quick about the whole tech process. I saw there was a lot going on, lot being said about the tech process, but at the end of the day, it seemed like everybody was actually appreciative of it. I mean, it might have been a lot. They might have had to change some stuff, might have had to fix some stuff, but it seemed like, it's from what I heard from everybody, it seemed like everybody was happy that it was fair.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, we were all kind of timid about it and trying to kind of feel it out and see kind of, you know how these race cars are. Some people measure things different ways. You don't know how far off things are going to be when you get there. But they were super nice, super cool to work with. If you had something, off, they would tell you what you need to do to fix it. Or if you had something, say you were way intolerant and you could go more, they'd tell you. I mean, they were very helpful all the way around with this whole deal. They had one little rule that was, they seemed to kind of be pretty nitpicky. And I think it kind of depended on when you went through. I went through pretty early, and it seemed like they were dead set on keeping this rule. And then all of a sudden, I think more and more cars went through, and it just wasn't going to make sense. So they're going to go back to the drawing board on that, I think. But other than that, everything, I mean, they were fair with everything. They treated people right. Like I say, everybody, the staff was all like, it was like you went to Chick-fil-A, dude. They were all in a good mood, and how you doing? How can we help you? What do you need? It
Love
was
that.
a really cool experience all around.
I love that.
What I know, I heard there was a couple people had a few little issues with it, but how do you feel about the shock package?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I've never been one that's super picky on my shock. I got a guy who does them. I bolt them on the car, and I don't touch them ever. I don't touch them after that. I don't ask questions if I think I need something, or if he wants to try something, we'll do it. But other than that, I kind of stick them on and race them. But I guess I haven't had any problems with them. I know it said one guy said he had two go bad, but maybe he just the luck of the draw got two bad ones. But I didn't hear a lot besides the one guy. But I'm sure, I mean, all this stuff takes time to dial in. There's a lot of moving parts on these cars, and when you start putting these new shocks and new motors and new everything, it's going to take a little time to dial it in. But they seem dedicated to working on it and getting the right people to make the calls and fix all the little hiccups they had. So, like I say, I'm very optimistic about it for the future.
Which motor package were you running?
I had my Harrington, the same Harrington I've been running.
What you think? You think one of those has an advantage over the other right now? Look, I mean, obviously the Harrington looked really good out there. I also know, which he didn't finish near as good, little Ricky Locklear, who's from down our way here, he had the same motor package in his car. But you feel like those 525s got anything out there, or what you think?
I honestly, from I didn't it's hard to tell. I went back and watched the race after I knew more of who had them and who didn't, and they looked pretty even to me, best I could tell. I had a couple people I know that were running them and were saying they were down some, but also one of them qualified outside pole and another one finished fifth. So I mean, from what I can tell, they seem pretty even right now. And I'm sure they might have to tinker with it some, depending on track. I feel like that'll be track dependent too. If you go to one that's super bottom end, they may be down more than like at Motor Mile where you got more top end. So, right. Once again, a lot of moving parts, but I mean, I feel like they're pretty steadfast in figuring it all out and have the right people in place to do so.
Good deal. All right. Well, moving on to your side of things more than anything, man.
No, all right. This is my favorite part.
There you go. Obviously, like you said, your home track. I mean, so obviously you got a little home track advantage there. But man, what was it that you felt like you had? I mean, not obviously setup wise, but just what part of the track did you feel like you had just better than everybody else? Because, dude, I'm gonna tell you, especially on those restarts we saw finally towards the end of the race, your car just pulled away from everybody. You feel like it was drive off that you were getting, and you feel like it was drive in? What did you feel like?
So I had good turn, but I had such good drive off. I mean, I told them the only time I was a little worried about anything was after we had that long green flag run. I didn't know how these tires were going to fire off or anything. So we took off there and we got through 1 and 2, and I came on the radio and told them, I said, we got these guys beat on drive, so I think we're going to be good here. And we were, like I say, when you got a car that drives that good and you just kind of point it straight and shoot it up off, it makes life a lot simpler, a lot easier. So the biggest thing was drive off for sure.
What'd you think about the tire?
Loved it. I loved it, man. Went back and watched, looked at the times, and I ran within a tenth of my fastest lap on the last restart. So,
wow.
Not enough fall off to worry about. I was a little worried. I was working them pretty hard coming through traffic because I mean I felt we were constantly passing cars with that many on the track. So that had me a little worried. But like I say, once we fired off on that next restart, no, they came back right back to life, and I was super pleased with them.
Good deal, man. Well, that was a it was awesome drive you had out there, and I mean just led it from flag to flag there, and just made them made them look silly out there. So congratulations again. Next race is at what is it, Cordell?
Yeah, that'll be the next tour race. I don't know that we're gonna make it. I got a couple of my guys can't go. You know, the whole work thing, getting in front of our racing. But who knows? I've talked to a couple guys about maybe trying to work something out, or if anything comes up, you know, I'd love to go run it. But if not, that's fine too. You know, I'm still living a pretty good high off that last one, so we'll work on our cars and get them ready for the next one that comes to town where we can make it all.
There you go. If you can, though, are you wanting to run the whole series?
I don't know. It's that's a big commitment and a lot, and you know, I've never been one to get real big into points racing or anything like that, just because it kind of takes the fun out of it. And I just like to go race for trophies, man. I like to worry about what's in front of me that day and you know, go on about our day. So, but you never know. Who knows? They got a lot of money invested, and you know, it'd be hard to say no to if you got in the right spot. But there's also some other big races they have dates on that I'd like to go run too. So, you know, who knows? We'll see how it all plays out. We're taking it a week at a time at this point. So
I got you. So beyond that one, obviously right now, what's your next race you got lined up?
Motor Mile again. Their weekly opening show will be April 25th. So that's the next one we're planning on hitting hard, and then we'll really kind of get into running some more stuff after that. I wanted to be there for the opener. Just to support the track, the local track, try and get things rolling as best we can there. And then try and venture off some. Like I said, I'd still love to run a couple cars tour races and obviously a couple more of these IHRA races. And then, you know, big races, you know, the South Boston 200 and the Martinsville race. So
nice.
a lot of kind of big plans. We'll see if it all works out.
Well, okay. Just going to throw it out there. How happy are you that you did not run Wake County this past weekend?
Oh man, I felt like I'd never made a better decision. That was a tough one to watch from a driver and owner standpoint.
Rough there.
Yeah, it really was, man. I was watching tonight and I was like, no way they can keep doing this, but I mean they did, man. And I get that's a little bull ring, and I assume it breeds that kind of racing. But man, it looked pretty rough.
Man, all right, I'm gonna ask you real quick. And obviously, I know your guys and your weekly stuff, and we don't see it down here. Our home track is Florence Motor Speedway, right down the road from us. We don't see the beating and banging like that. Anyway, you might put a bumper to somebody and move them up a little bit, but you don't see like that. What do you think is the deal now with? It's just. Why do you think the mindset is let's just move everybody out of the way, dump them if we have to, and go?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, it's obviously the drivers, it's something in the mindset, and I don't know what's gotten into them. If it's just, like I say, the whole business model of the Cars Tour, maybe they just feel so much pressure they got to get everything out of the car that, if they're investing that much. But, I mean, it's just really, from my standpoint, these things are so hard to fix and make fast and rebuild. And like, man, it's just, you really start thinking about that. Why are these guys in 8th and 12th place, knocking the shit out of each other for 40 laps for nothing? And you end up trashing two cars for no reason. And it just seems to be way too much of that going on. If they're battling for a win and it's 3 to go and you end up wiping each other out racing hard, that's one thing.
Exactly.
But, it's just way too much anymore of just, racing. I won't say racing too hard, but just being too rough for spots that just aren't worth it.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on here. But who all you want to thank for helping you out and making this past win possible, and obviously some future ones too?
Yeah, sure. Big thing. I had Forrest Reynolds with me up there at the track. That was really cool. That was his home track too, growing up. So he does a lot for me. Reynolds Racing Chassis. Banks Race Engine's been with them for as long as I can remember, man. So definitely those two get me there. My crew, Scotty, Taylor, Jeff, Matt was there with us. My dad, my mom. We had Hannah Basson Road Collision Sitter come on this year. Tyler Hash at Farm Bureau Insurance. Green Speed Towing. SOS Towing in Roanoke, and just everybody that came out and supported. It was really cool to see as many people came to that track after it'd been shut down as long as it was. So all the fans for coming out. It was really cool to see. A pretty packed. It wasn't completely full, but very, very optimistic crowd. So looking forward to the future up there. Hoping they can keep things rolling.
In all honesty, until they went back there, I did not realize it had been shut down as long as it had. And I was like, wow, I'm glad it came back, though. Glad it came back.
It's one of the nicest facilities around too. You make you cringe when you go to some of these other places and race and you see that one up there sitting. So, like I say, really glad it's back open. Hope they keep the momentum going and open for years to come, because super convenient for me. We were having to travel, 100 miles to South Boston, try and race every week before that the last couple of years, and that's tough, especially I got a family at home and stuff. We all know how that goes. So
that's right.
Miss any more of that than you have to. So. Super convenient for me for it to be back up, for sure.
Good deal, man. Well, buddy, I sure appreciate you taking some time with us, hanging out with us, and hopefully we have you back on here real soon talking about some more wins, man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we keep winning these races. I'll come on every week, man.
Come on. All right, everybody. We sure appreciate you, man. Kyle Dudley coming to hang out with us here a few minutes. We appreciate you, and congratulations again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, man. We'll talk to you.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, Kyle Dudley coming to hang out with us here a few minutes on taking a very impressive win last weekend, not this past weekend, weekend 4, in the IHRA Sportsman Division of the Stock Car Series there. Yes, sir.
I watched the replay for the Cars Tour race. How come some guys are running out of gas and some guys weren't? They don't take a break and take a pit stop and fill up or nothing? Halfway?
The caution rules changed this year, and I'm not sure. It's like I can't remember what all the rules are on there. I have to look it up. It's something about if you're taking tires, can't take gas. I can't remember.
Wow.
Or something. It may not be. I don't know. I think they just ran so many daggone caution laps that they were running out of gas.
That was a demolition derby there, buddy.
I feel like I don't know, and I know guys are so strenuous on their weights and stuff, dude. And this goes from the NASCAR level. Me and I ain't trying to name drop by no means, but me and Chad Canals talked about it. We were talking about the Cars Tour one day, and he said, your average person out here running a late model is not going to run up front, at least in a Cars Tour race. He said, you're not going to do it. He said, the ones that are up front are 100%. It might not say it on the car and it might not show it, but they are 100% Cup Series backed. He said, them guys got late models up there on pull-down machines. And, I mean, just I imagine there's probably been quite a few go through the wind tunnels and, I mean, stuff like that. And I think these guys know. I'll give you an example. Cup Series, Darlington. When they said, gentlemen, start your engines, or drivers start your engines, whatever they say now, they started them. 95% of the field immediately shut them back off. And the reason is because they know to a T exactly how much fuel they want in it and exactly the percentages it's going to give them on a car on that fuel burn off. So I would be willing to say there's a lot of guys on the Cars Tour side doing the exact same thing. They knew exactly how much fuel they wanted in that thing. And to take them the right amount of laps, they just did not have enough for, 100 extra race worth of cautions. So
they were mostly doing it for weight ratio.
I would assume. I don't know that. I mean,
when Huffman runs out of gas, that's what really surprised me, bud.
Why?
Wow, because he knows what he's doing. I mean, it ain't his first rodeo. I mean, he knows exactly.
The man that won the race run out of gas.
Well, okay. Well, they cut it close, but damn, he was what, 3-4 laps short, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You got to put fuel in it, man. You got to put fuel in it, bro.
that's my thing, especially with a Cars Tour race anymore. I'm going to pack that thing so much because you never know when they're going to have forever worth of cautions in that thing.
Who was it on my side last year got DQ because they didn't put enough gas in the car for weight? Do you remember that? Who was that?
Who was that?
Who was that? Was it Dalton Wilson?
Might have been.
You got to put gas in it, bro. You got to feel it. I think it was Ryan. I think it was Ryan Gustin.
Might have been. All right, before we get too much farther, let's go have before we get into everything else, we may have Steve Zacharias join us here in a little. I'm not sure. Like I said, he's out to dinner with his family for his daughter's birthday. So if he gets back in time, he's going to jump in with us. But if not, we'll talk more about the Cars Tour deal and all that stuff. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a word from our sponsors.
Rev up your engines with Pro Fabrication Headers and Exhaust, the ultimate powerhouse in motorsports performance. From the dirt tracks to the high banks of Bristol, ProFab is the go-to experts for custom racing, exhaust systems, and headers. Whether you're dominating in dirt late models, UMP modifieds, or midget racing, our precision TIG welded headers are built to your exact specs. ProFab collaborates with top engine builders to optimize dyno results, ensuring maximum power, perfect chassis fit, and unbeatable repeatability. Proudly supplying NASCAR, IndyCar, IMSA, and late model teams, ProFab's lightweight titanium and stainless options shave those much-needed tenths off your lap times. With state-of-the-art tech and components like anti-reversion mufflers and custom collectors, ProFab delivers the edge you need to cross the finish line first. Choose ProFabrication Headers and Exhaust. Quality that wins. Visit profabrication.com. Chicken Bone Alley is brought to you by SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Do you need performance parts? Look no further. They offer a wide range of high-performance parts for various types of racing, including stock car racing, dirt racing, and more. SRI Performance also has the most knowledgeable employees in the industry. If you're looking for that hard-to-find part, they've got it. And if you're wondering how to make it work on your car, they know it. Check them out online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code CBONE10. That's C as in chicken, BONE10, and get 10% off at checkout. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is a full-line steel service center stocking thousands of sizes, shapes, grades, and types of metals and plastic. If you need it, they have it. And if not, they work fast to find what you need and get it to you. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum also has the ability to cut orders to your specifications as requested. Their dedicated team not only brings many years of experience to the table, but they are always ready and willing to lend a hand with anything you may need. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Your material needs are covered here. Tired of leaving performance on the table? Ready to dominate the track? For decades, Earl Ramey Racing Engines has been the secret weapon of champions. We don't just build engines. We craft precision, engineered powerhouses designed for one thing: victory. From meticulous machining to expert assembly, every Earl Ramey engine is built with uncompromising quality and a passion for speed. We understand the demands of racing, and we deliver the reliability and raw power you need to cross the finish line first. Whether you're tearing up the asphalt or conquering the dirt, Earl Ramey Racing Engines provides the competitive edge you've been searching for. Don't just race, conquer. Contact Earl Ramey Racing Engines today and let us build your winning machine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'd also like to thank our good friends over at Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina. If you happen to be in the area, go stop at Dixie Made. Tell them we sent you. They got you covered from head to toe on all the brands that you just know and love. Like I said, from hats to shoes, I don't care, anywhere in between. Also, MPM Marketing, www.marketwithmpm.com. Tanya's got you covered if you're trying this thing called racing. she knows everything you need as far as that digital marketing world and everything else in between and so much more. So go check out MPM Marketing. Also, Fresh Chef. Ladies and gentlemen, Fresh Chef. If you are in the Race City area, go check out Fresh Chef for daily food and drink specials. Man, I'd love to go have some lunch there on Sunday. We need one in Hartsville, apparently, or Florence. I need one. So go check out Fresh Chef. Got all the good stuff. Man, I'm going to tell you, they got some of the best shrimp and grits I've ever had in my life.
I will be there. I will be eating there at the World Finals this year. I promise you. I will be stopping by there.
Nice.
Mark it down. Let's go, baby.
Mark it.
Come on.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Ryan said he can't wait for the Wake County discussion. I think they should have had a heart rate and blood pressure monitors on the drivers for the race. I think they should have had a brain activity monitor on some of the drivers for the race. Let's talk about it right now. Like I said, if Steve happens to hop in, I do want to pick his brain on some, track owner and series promoter type stuff around this. But let's talk about it. If he comes in, we will definitely ask about it again. Dude, it was over and over and over, just people getting run over. Literally, Manny Tyrell run over Doug Barnes Jr.
That was a plow. I can't believe I can't believe that car, the tire didn't go inside the car, man. That was crazy.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, and I get what you mean. Manny Tyrell did not mean to wheel hop him like that. Yes, he meant to get into him. They had been getting into each other. They're flipping 70 laps to go, though. Why did you feel the need? Both of them. I'll say it for both of them. I like both those guys. I really do. I just don't understand the reasoning of why they thought it was such a good idea to just run over each other over and over and over and over again. With that much time to go in the race. I don't get that. There was others during the race just dumping everybody. I was talking to Steve earlier today. Mason Diaz got dumped 3 times. 3 times. You know what I think one of the biggest problems is with it?
Lead on me.
And this is, and I think it's an easy fix. And I will give, and this is what I told Steve when we were talking today. I said, I think it's one of the best rules ever. And it would have applied so much this past weekend at Wake County during the Cars Tour race. Florence Motor Speedway, if you are involved in a wreck, if you are deemed to be involved, you go to the back. That means if you're the one who spun, you go to the back.
It's a great area, man.
If you went in there and dumped a guy, you go to the back.
All right.
And I will say that there is some judgment calls sometimes on it. I've seen before, and I get that, and I hate judgment calls, but every now and then we have to make them. I get that. I've seen before, but they are very consistent. They put Dale Earnhardt Jr. at the back of the field at 400.
Florence.
Yeah. They hated to do that. I mean, hated it, but he dumped Matt Cox down the backstretch. So, but I've seen times before where, guy got in the corner up under somebody and hit the guy up top, and the guy up top didn't necessarily spin, but the guy on the bottom tried to cut the wheel and then spun himself. Well, they didn't put the guy up top in the back. So yes, that was a judgment. There was judgment calls there. And you're right. There can be some gray areas. Ben Watkins said, Tim McCready said, some people need to get hit in the mouth. Tim was not wrong. Tim was not wrong. And I think that's something too. I think there's something to that too. Now, Steve said Clay Jones got screwed. I tend to agree that Clay Jones did get screwed.
Is that the guy that was trying to get the sheet metal off the
Yeah,
the
the
car?
right front fender was flapping around. And, dude,
So what?
I'm like, in all the times tonight, y'all could have used a black flag. This is what you chose to use the black flag for?
Exactly. That's what I thought too.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said, and I know our El Capitan, Steve Zacharias, he's good friends with Doug Barnes Jr. And I like Doug Barnes Jr. Do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Do I think Minnie Tyrell was right in running over the left rear car? No, not at all. I'm not saying that at all. Do I think Minnie necessarily meant to do it? No, not at all. But he done it regardless. Regardless if you meant to do it, didn't mean to do it, you ran over the man. Regardless. Well, Doug gets in front of him, still running in front of him. All of a sudden, Doug runs up track, hits the brakes, gets behind him, and goes in the corner and takes him out. I mean, just takes him out. This is where I want to ask Steve from a track promoter or track owner, series promoter standpoint. What do you do to Doug Barnes Jr. at that point? Because there's and I'm not saying send to the back. I mean, there has been precedent set in Cars Tour before that cars have been deemed to, get it coming to a end of a race. We talked to Ronnie Bassett Jr. last year after he won a Cars Tour race because I can't remember who it was. Was it Ryan Wilson? Right. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I can't remember right now. Anyway, just dumped whoever it was for the win. Well, they black flagged him and put him, I think, last car on the lead lap, I think is what they put.
Is that Hickory?
That was at Hickory. Okay, but do you not, if that was the case then, do you not penalize Doug Barnes Jr. for rough driving?
What's the rule? What's the rule with the sheet metal, Dave?
I mean, it was just it was that's pretty much any series. Pretty much any series, at least in asphalt. If you got metal flapping and stuff, that it's even in NASCAR. You got metal flapping, it is a penalty. You do get black flag for it till they go in and fix it.
You see how cars look on my side?
Oh yes, for sure.
But
and they say, and I'll tell you what they say, and I get it. They do say it's for safety reasons of more, not for drivers, not for people in the stands, because it could come off and fly up in the stands. That is the logic behind that.
It looked plastic to me, Dave. Is it plastic?
It's fiberglass. So I don't know. It's regardless. I thought what he did, I was like, I feel you. He just took it, ran it down the wall. Problem fixed.
Keno.
Yep, problem fixed. But I'm just like, of all the things y'all could have used the black flag for tonight, that's where you decided to use it. So I don't know. Steve said it's like that every week on that tour. Yes, it is.
It is. I don't see it. I don't see it. I can't get into that. I'm sorry. I cannot get that. To me,
let me tell you what it is. I can tell you what it is.
Lay it on.
It's legend car drivers have moved up to run big cars, and that's how they still drive.
Well, Dave, here's the thing about it. Any track on Cars Tour, especially Hickory, Anderson is very awful. You got to move somebody out the way to get a spot, man.
Moving someone out the way, just like I talked to Kyle Dudley just a minute ago, moving someone out the way is way different than dumping them.
Okay. All right.
Way
Well, if you
different.
move somebody out the way, what's going to happen? You're going to end up 9 times out of 10, they're going to get dumped.
There's a lot of time, yeah, but that is where car control comes into play. I can tell you now, and I see this happen on a weekly basis at let's say Florence Motor Speedway, Dillon, tracks we race at. I see many times you go in there, you lay a little bit of bumper to them, one lap. All right, if they don't move up, next corner you go in there and lay bumper to them just a little harder, just to push them in the corner, push them up the track. You turn down up under them. That's it. It's easily. I mean, yes, I know, but they claim, well, the cars are so close that you just got to really overdrive it and really get to them so you can make something happen. Bull crap. You can't drive your car. You have no car control if you can't go in there and make a clean, textbook clean path. I don't mind what quote unquote bump and run.
Yeah, I had a problem. Okay.
I got no problem with a bump and run. I get cars are close, and if that's your last resort, I have no problem with it. No problem. Speaking of bump and runs, how about what Bubba Wallace did to Carson Hocevar
Baltimore.
and the rest of the field?
Yeah, a quarter of the field.
I think he was watching the Cars Tour race.
Did they get into it a lap or two before?
I never saw anything. I looked, and I mean, there had to be something, and maybe somebody found something that I didn't see. I'd love to know.
Did this carry over from a race before?
I don't think it was from Darlington. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal was with that, but
I don't either.
That
bro.
was just dumb.
You gonna take yourself out too?
Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah.
Well, it's like that. It's like the legend car deal we were talking about last week. You know, when you dump somebody, 9 times you don't want to take your own side. I can understand taking somebody else out, but when you take yourself out along with,
Well, that was the who was that told Danica Patrick that time? First rule of dumping somebody: don't yourself out with them. And she ended up spinning. I can't even remember. Was that Matt DiBenedetto?
I think it was Debenedetto.
She spun him. He slid sideways in the track, never touched anything. All of a sudden, she just nosed it in the wall. Rule 1 of taking someone out: don't take yourself out. Man, I don't know. That was a mess of a race, in my opinion.
It was that, bro.
I hope the powers that be in the Cars Tour, whether that be Jeff Burton, whether that be Dale Earnhardt Jr., whether that be Kevin Harvick, whoever else, my Lord, all of you, get together, and y'all got to fix this. This just look at one point, okay, yeah, these guys are just, they are determined to win. Okay, that was fine for a race or two. Now it's just starting to look stupid. It's starting to look like they have no talent and just driving over each other, in my opinion.
Exactly. You know what it really boils down to today? These guys here are so doggone young. They ain't got to work on their own stuff. So why the heck should they worry about it?
And that is exactly where I say is the same issue as Landon. What's up, man? Same issue as Legend Cars has, because these boys come in here, they're doing the rent-a-ride program, and Daddy got plenty of money, don't care. They don't care nothing about fixing it. They ain't got to work on it. They don't care. They're paying for it. They know the next race they're going to show up and have another one. And they're driving exactly the same. Just driving. And the bad thing is, and I will say, the boys that were doing it this week weren't all recent Legend Car drivers.
Exactly. They've been at it a couple of years.
Now, what I will talk junk about, a little bit about Mini Tyrell. was how this dude has run 3 truck races. Finished not too good in all 3. In my opinion, he was not the best on the show that he won.
It wasn't.
Not at all.
No.
I
know who was.
I personally,
we know who was.
well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not talking junk about Carson by no means, but I think if you look at the full thing overall, Casey Kelly was probably the best on there.
Really?
Yeah, he's the only one who won multiple of the
Races.
the big money races, but those didn't count for points. Anyway, regardless, I honestly think the best 2 on there were Casey and Carson. I honestly think that. Minnie was just good enough over the points races. He was consistent. I give him that. But this dude got out of the car and acting like he just knew everything there was to know about how to make it to the truck series and everything, and just says Doug won't ever make it he doesn't have what it takes to make it any farther. And I'm just like, he's probably Doug's probably won more big money races than Minnie. Minnie's won more Cars Tour races. Yeah.
What about that guy who thought he was Ricky Bobby at the ARCA race, that Reeves guy? What the world was that?
I did not
Did you see that?
No, I did not see that one. What did he do?
He got out the doggone car. He was between a Kyle Busch and a Ricky Bobby.
Oh God.
Some Reeves. I'm probably pretty sure you know, some young kid.
Huh.
Somebody had to help me out with that. Y'all go to Flow Racing.
look it
Somebody go
up.
to Flow Racing and look at that interview.
Is it Mac? Oh, is that the one that got mad on the front stretch? Was up there doing the just acting like he was the best thing since sliced bread? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. What the world was that? I didn't see the race. I don't know what happened.
Talking about I love my haters. I'm like, dude, nobody knows who you are.
I won't do this for you like Kyle Busch.
You're at Hickory Motorsport. Nobody knows who you are.
I didn't even know who the guy was.
Max Reeves. Yeah, that was it. That's who I thought it was.
Where's he from?
I know who Max is, but no, I don't know where he's from. I ain't got a clue. I know he's run enough ARCA that he's never going anywhere else.
Well, evidently, I guess he's pretty happy where he's at right now. I don't know, man. I was just mom. I said, man, who is this guy? I ain't even heard of him.
How about Derek Nealon jumping out the spotter stand, jumping in an ARCA car for the first time, and running up front with it?
He did?
Yeah.
Where'd he finish?
Second, third.
You kidding me?
Something like that.
Carson blew up.
Yeah. Let's see.
I can't believe they had an ARCA race and a Cars Tour race on the same night, that close together.
Tristan McKee won. Max Reeves finished second. No, Derek finished fourth. Sorry.
Fourth? Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
Still pretty impressive.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, Derek ran super late model stuff up north. So, I mean, he's no surprise when it comes to race cars.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but he's jumping in some of the best cars there is in the ARCA series. But regardless, you got to know what you're doing.
He's got more credentials than Max Reed or whatever.
Now, what I will say, how about oh God, what do they call that dude? The dude that hangs out with Cletus. What's his name?
Oh God.
What is his? Or how about our buddy? I will say, I'll give a shout out real quick though. How about our buddy from Bubba's About Broke podcast, Jackson McLaren, bringing home an 8th place finish.
How about all that?
That was pretty good. Pretty good. George
Good.
I don't know. I can't pronounce his last
I
name.
can't
I'm
pronounce it
sorry.
either, bro.
He finished 13th. I mean, he was 7 laps down, but he finished 13th.
13, 7 laps down. How many finished in the lead lap, Dave?
8. Jackson was the last one.
Wow.
George, LS George, that's what they call him.
LS George.
Yep. LS George, that's what they call him. But I mean, 13 laps down. Whatever. But hey, wasn't horrible. I've seen worse. He says Max runs Cars Tours. Well, yeah, I've seen him run Cars Tour stuff. I think he runs the pro stuff, don't he? I think so. I don't know.
Okay. Pro late model. Okay. Okay.
He's never impressed me. I don't know what he's. People that think they're entitled or something.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, brother. I promise you that. I am not a fan.
All right. Anyway, I guess that's enough for asphalt right now. There was enough asphalt racing, and like I said, if Steve is able to get in, we'll get back into more about the. But I can't really find anything good to say about the Cars Tour race. Couldn't find anything good there.
Demolition Derby, bro.
Yeah, that's just terrible.
I just can't believe how they run out of gas like that too, Dave. Dang, bro.
Not surprising. Nothing surprises me anymore in the Cars Tour. So, moving on from there, let's get into the dirt side with the dirt with Racing Jason.
Oh yeah, baby, let's go. Let's start off with this, Dave. Eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
That's all I can say right now. Nothing confirmed.
Is this on a driver's side? Is this you can say a little more on it. Is this on a driver's side? Is this on a chassis side, or is this on a crew chief side?
Crew chief side.
Okay. Are we talking about one I sent you today?
Oh, that'd be yes.
Okay, well we can put that out there, at least the first part of it. That is public knowledge now.
Okay, well you put it out there then.
I'll put it out there. It's public knowledge.
Okay, great. I had nothing to do with this. This is not me. This is your show, Jacob Bonelli. Ta-da!
This is public already. So we made a joke, and I'll go ahead back to our first of the year. We made a bet who would last longer. Chris Madden with Infinity with Wales, or Cody Mallory with I always get the letters back. What was it? ASD? Yeah, ASD. Chris Madden won the bet. Chris is still with Wales. Cody Mallory, not. He's out. He's out.
Reports I'm getting.
Oh, it's been put public.
Okay,
all
sorry,
over
public.
the place. Yeah, it's been put public. So, any word as to why, what happened, or if just another one under the bridge for Cody?
Yep, exactly.
Just set it up in flames.
You know what I would do if I was Cody?
What's that?
I thought about this today. I will call up Corey Hitchcock.
Yeah, I'd probably. Golly, Steve. Steve said Mallory would get fired by Jesus. Dang, that's rough.
Well, he didn't know that. He didn't know.
That's rough there. And you know what's bad is Cody is one of the most likable guys. I don't know what I'd love for somebody to tell me what exactly happens in all these situations, because every time I've talked to him, he ran go-karts and stuff forever. And every time I've talked to this dude, he's cool. He's cool. And I really still think until the day that he left out of there, man, him and Scott Bloomquist could have really done some stuff together. And they were on top of it while they were together.
Yep.
And then, he gave it up. Steve said, ain't no way Hedgecock and Cody could get along. I agree with that.
Well, he have a good because the reason I say that is because Corey's building the BMFs back now, so you can because Cody's a very very smart guy. That's the thing, Dave. He is a brilliant guy.
Oh, yes. Yes.
He can go up there to Tennessee, help them build some doggone cars, and help with the doggone car at the track or whatever with setups and stuff, and get back to the shop and start building cars again. It'd be perfect. Be right up his strong suit.
I'm gonna tell you what it looks like from an outside perspective. Cody just don't like grass growing under his feet.
Jake, suitcase Jake.
Suitcase Jake. That is exactly. He don't like being comfortable in one spot too long. And I don't know that. I mean, I'd love to have him on here and let's talk about it. Let's. I mean, I'll ask him straight up, give him a chance to tell his side of whatever. Like I said, I like Cody.
I'll be on mute.
Why?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I just hate it. I hate the whole situation. I hate to see anybody leave, get fired, whatever. I hate that. Because I like to see people jail last a long time.
All right, I'm just going to ask you straight up. What'd you hear? Did he leave or get fired?
I heard he left. I don't know about. That's all I know. That's all I know. That he left ASD. I don't know if he was forced out. I don't know if it was voluntarily. Like you said a minute ago, we don't never know that. We will never.
No.
Do we know the truth of what happened with Rocket One with Huddy? Do we ever know that? No.
No.
So we'll probably never know the whole story, Dave.
We got some more crew chief news this past week. Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
Cheeseburger.
Michael
Leach.
How about that? And I will say right now, I will give a report card right now for Michael Leach being the most improved driver in the country.
Well, all I can tell Cheeseburger, knowing them boys that Michael Leach races with week to week, Cheeseburger better be ready to have fun. Because that's what them boys are about.
That's all they're about, having fun. Having fun. That's what Mike's living his dream.
Look, I'm gonna and I've had Mike on the show a couple times. I like Michael Leach a lot. He's
love him.
He is a good kid. I mean, I had
down to earth.
I say kid. He's young man now. I mean, I had him in the shop one time at Longhorn. He was living upstairs at Longhorn. He's like, I got my iRacing rig upstairs. That's all I do. I come down here and work on. He's like, I got a refrigerator up there in my iRacing rig.
Oh God,
that was all. I think he's living out of the toter now.
The hall. Yep, the hall he lived in the hall last year for a doggone 8 months.
But I'm gonna tell you something about Michael Leach, and this is not saying. All right. If nobody knows, Michael Leach's daddy is, what is it, half owner? I think half owner of Longhorn. Michael's not hurting for money. I mean, we all know that. So, but what I'm getting at that is you wouldn't know it because this boy works.
Have you ever seen Michael Leach clean? Like
no,
no.
He is
like he
dirty.
just got out of the shower.
No. No, not at all. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it is. I give him full credit where credit is due. This dude works.
A young Dennis Erb Jr.
Yes. I mean, he is. But they're having so much fun doing it. It looks like anyway. I hope they are because it sure looks like they're having fun doing it.
What does his girlfriend do for a living?
I don't have
Alexis.
a clue.
What does she do for a living?
I have no clue what she do.
She's a firefighter.
Is she really? How about that?
Firefighter, and she lives in Florida. That's why he moved to Florida because she was from Florida.
Well, he moves every week.
No, he got some rental property down there now.
No, I know. I'm just saying
Oh,
that he moves wherever that truck takes him.
Well, where the truck goes, what's your house up this weekend? Well, let's see. Let me check my schedule.
What Walmart parking lot we in?
I'll be Arrowhead, then I'll be Salina, Fairbury.
Exactly. It's like, what Walmart parking lot we in tonight? So, I don't know. I thought about that one too when we were talking about, and I know he's got Cheeseburger now, and I think that'd be a good fit. I really do. I think that'd be a good fit. But I thought about that. I was like, I don't think it would happen just because I don't see Cody as a company man per se, and you got to be a little bit of a company man to be with Michael. I think I don't know. But man, they would be fast together.
You think Cheeseburger will be comfortable on the road 8-9 months out of the year, bro?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Will he be at Longhorn working on stuff, or will he be on the road? That's what I'd love to know that too, Dave.
I feel like when you in that position, particularly, you probably gonna be at Longhorn, because that is a, whether they want to say it, that is a Longhorn house car. It's a secondary Longhorn house car. It's got the latest and greatest of every piece of everything for Longhorn. And we got Michael, I think, did they ever get him in there? Or did it rained out one time? I can't remember if they ever got him in. It was planned at Lakeview one time. Michael was going to drive Derek McGrew Jr.'s modified.
What?
Yeah, and I had them both on the show one night together. Yeah, we were having fun, man. We were having fun with it. And it was going to be like a ride swap. Because at the time Michael was running crate stuff. No, Michael was running crate stuff. So they were going to do like a ride swap that night.
Oh my God.
And I think it ended up raining it out or something. And didn't end up happening.
That would have been so cool. Oh my God, that would have been so cool.
He ended up coming to the track with him, I don't know how many times, when he was off and they letting him, do other stuff. He come to the track, I don't know how many times. He'd go up to New York, hang out.
Oh my God.
He's a good kid.
He's awesome.
I say kid. He's not a kid. I'm not calling him kid. He was just
23, 22, 23?
Just when I met him, I felt like he was, I don't know, he was, I guess, 18, 19 years old when I met him. And so
I did not. He went all to New York hanging out with the McGrews. I can't believe it. Yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah, he's good friends, or was good friends with Derek.
Oh, I can't wait to see him. I think he'll be at Dega in this month or April. I think he'll be at Dega. Oh, I cannot wait to see him.
Oh, that makes sense, Lonnie. Lonnie just tied in Max Reeves for us. I knew there was something there. Max Reeves' grandfather owns Cookout, or I guess franchise. I don't know. He's the corporate owner. What? I don't know. But he drives obviously for Joe Gibbs and ARCA. Got big money.
Wow.
You seem like a go. It seems like a mid 2010 Joe Gibbs driver. That's what he seems like.
John West Hanley was his dad or somebody owned Zaxby's. Remember that?
Zaxby's.
Yeah. I hate what happened to him too, man. That's sad, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, did you ever read up on all that?
No, I did not.
You need to really read up on that. What happened? That was crazy.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy. There was
sad.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, it is sad. I mean, but I'm just saying the way it all unfolded that night when that happened, and there was already restraining orders in place and all this other stuff. And
oh Lord, for him and his wife, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, do I want to read this or not?
I mean, it's just wild. Yeah, I didn't realize it was as wild as it was.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyway.
I might do that after the show.
Matt said he's gonna fall asleep waiting on Steve. I got to talk real quick. I know we in dirt stuff, but I didn't talk about Florence because we were kind of waiting on Steve. I don't think Steve's gonna make it. It's okay. It's okay.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
8:30.
Yeah, sorry, 8:30. We already been on here 1 hour and 40 minutes. So,
Yeah.
About our buddy Brandon Johnson and Matt Grantham went 1-2 in the truck series over at Florence this past weekend. Good job. Good job.
In your truck? No,
No, they ain't doing my truck.
I know. You'll get it right. You'll get it fixed. You'll get it straight.
We're gonna have a strong 2027. No, I'm just joking. No, we about ready. We about ready. Here in the next couple of weeks, it should be on the track.
Okay.
But that was good. I mean, our buddy J.R. Moore, I think, finished third. So good job there, fellas. Real quick, Casey Kelly finished. He won limited late model. Florence Cody finished second. Trying to think who else. I didn't see. I had to leave in the middle of it. I was trying to look at it on Race Monitor. But anyway, oh well. So, congratulations to them, for sure. For sure. All right, go ahead. Go ahead with the rest of yours, sir.
All right. We'll start off Friday night at the mag. Man, doggone Dalton Wilson was leading, bro. I mean, Hoffman he came up there. Dalton had a pretty good, about a 2-second lead. And Hoffman kept creeping up when Dalton got in lap traffic. And Dalton jumped the cushion with 2 to go, and Hoffman got by him, and that was all she wrote. I told Dalton Saturday, I said, man, you're going to get one of these days, man. Just hang in there, man. I said, bro, but that pissed me off, though. He said, you?
Do better. Do better, Dalton.
Do better. Just don't suck. But, yeah, I hated that Friday night. Man, the mag is a gym, great place. Awesome racing Friday night. Yes. I'm talking about East Alabama. I'm sorry, not Mac. East Alabama.
East Alabama.
Phoenix. Never mind. I ain't gonna say it. Cody O calls it.
Huh? What?
Yeah, Cody O. He doesn't call it East Alabama. He calls it Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Saturday. Sonoya. What a gym. Oh my God, Bubba Pollard, man! I tell you what, Dave, that is a Class A facility. The people that work there, the racetrack itself, yeah, rubbered up halfway through, but man, the first 25 laps was a hang on to the end of your seat. Everybody was banging the top. Winger had a good lead coming out of 3 and 4, banging the top, going in 1 and 2, banging the top. Oh my God, that was a great race. Then it rubbered up. Bobby Pierce won. Nick Hoffman took the lead from Winger. Now he didn't really bump Winger out the way. Winger kind of went in 1 and 2, kind of up high. The Hoffman got underneath him. With like 5 or 6 to go, Hoffman did the same thing, coming 1 and 2, a little bit too hot, and Pierce gone. Holla, see you later. So that was all she wrote. But man, what a great race! What a great facility! What a great track! Loved every minute of it, man. That was freaking awesome. I got some notes here, Dave.
What you got?
Southern Thunder Series. They have increased their points program. Mining Construction, hope I'm saying that right, is beefing up $2,000. So $3,000, excuse me. So last year the points paid $12,000 to win the points championship. This year is 15.
Oh well, nice.
Yeah. And this is pretty cool. We've been talking about this too. If you sign up to run the series, Dave, you get 2 free pit passes.
That's a good deal.
I think other series should do that.
I think it's nice when a series or track or whatever is loyal to the people who are loyal to it.
Exactly.
So that's a good deal there. I like that.
And you know, we were talking about it last year with Kay Diller. That's still upset. He swept this past weekend too at Arrowhead and won $20,000. I just hate seeing Kay Diller not on tour. I guess he just turned his nose at the World of Outlaws. But I don't blame him, man. After last year, man, people don't know his daughter had a recital or something he was going to.
That was 2 years ago, 2 or almost 3 years ago now.
Really? Has it been that long?
Yes.
He ain't been on tour that long?
Yes.
Time flies. It don't seem like it's been that long.
No, but it sure has.
Wow.
This is where I still say they need so many drop races a year.
Exactly.
When you're running that many races, I get you're a national series. I understand that. But this ain't NASCAR where you're home all week but one day. This ain't that. These boys are on the road. When they get into the meat of the season, just like you talked about Michael Leach, you're on the road for months. Months. And they won't allow you to miss one race and still be eligible for points. That goes for both series. That ain't just pointing out World Outlaws. That's pointing out Lucas as well, because they do the same thing. I understand it in the Hell Tour, because Hell Tour lasts very short amount of time. I get that, but man, when you stretching this out from they start what now? February, January
basically.
Now. Yeah, January all the way to October now.
November, the war finals.
Is it in 1st November?
Yeah.
That's
a groove, bro. That's a groove.
And each schedule has roughly 50 some races on?
8.
Yeah.
Roughly. Say 6. Let's say 60.
Let's say 60 races.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a big ask for everybody.
And like Kyle, I don't blame really listening to Kyle a little while ago on the show. I can see why not point racing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, in saying that, I mean I get it. But I do like the setup of the IHRA deal right now, because it's not but 10 races ish. And they're only having like one most months, and then there's a couple months there's 2 races. I like that for the smaller guy. That especially the guys that got one car they're working with. Because let me tell you,
Kyle.
Yeah. Let me tell you, when you got one car that's messed up, these parts ain't cheap. Let me tell y'all, I had to got ordered for me through someone who gets a good discount on parts. Just brake parts for my truck. Just brake. Two rotors, and then brake pads and some brackets. And this was at a discounted price. How much you think?
I can't put a number. $1,000.
Add about $300 to that. $1,300. And these boys are running those tours. They're putting brake pads, normally rotors on them,
once a week.
Every race. That's just brakes. That ain't counting these bodies that they tore off these cars this past week. You looking at almost $10,000 for a body. $6,000 to $10,000 for a body.
Or a piece of fiberglass.
Yeah. If you got pretty much every part of it, like some of them did, except for maybe the roof, to reskin, you're looking at every bit of $5,000.
How much to reskin sheet metal?
On a dirt car?
No. Well, you just talking about asphalt car.
There is no sheet metal anymore.
I'm saying, if they were sheet metal, how much would it cost?
I don't know. They were still high. I mean, you still got metal doors. You still got sheet metal doors. That's the only thing left on them. Just.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought because late models right now, one side is plastic. I don't know if you knew that or not. The rest of it is metal.
Yeah, they running that scat plastic.
Yeah,
and I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh, I do too. But I just thought on the asphalt side, sheet metal would be cheaper than fiberglass.
No, pretty much everything's. No. Well, it's just so much heavier.
Oh, wait, this should be. Oh, yeah, can't have that.
You pretty much got the greenhouse all fiberglass, hoods fiberglass, front fenders. The old ones were plastic. You could get plastic or fiberglass. The only thing stunk, fiberglass was okay. If you crack fiberglass, you can fix fiberglass. The plastic ones, if you folded them, they were done. But they were more durable. But if you ever did hit hard enough to fold them, they're done. Yeah, I mean, it just left a big old white crease in them.
Wow.
Nose. The nose is plastic, I think, on all of it now. I think they're all plastic. Rear bumper cover is normally plastic. Other than that, fiberglass, and the doors are aluminum.
Aluminum. Seemed to me, I don't know. The cost wise, I thought it would be cheaper to do sheet metal all the way around.
I don't know. With metal prices now, who knows? Metal prices are high.
I know wood is. I guess, yeah, I guess metal probably be up there.
Oh, yeah.
with wood, too.
Metal's way up right now.
Wow. I know wood's through the doggone roof, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I don't get it with stuff like that. Man, it costs that much just to... You put brakes on it, you might as well say $1,000. Or more. Maybe on up to $1,500. You put a body on it, you at least another $5,000. All right, there's $6,000 you done spent. Not counting the 2 to 3 sets. No, you at least bought 3 sets of tires to go run a Cars Tour race. So you at, I think they're about $850 a set. What they're selling them for? Probably 20 for a practice day, and your race day. You probably at
Practice day.
Oh yeah, they run a practice day.
Ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
But
oh my God.
so you probably running.
Oh
I'm gonna say at least 40 gallons of fuel.
Tyler Millwood told me that one time, long time ago, when he was racing Ultimate Series. That tells you how long that's been. Oh my God. He said, man, you just practice all day.
He ain't lying. I've always said we've had asphalt has way too much practice.
He said he got bored. That's why he went dirt racing. He got bored with that, man.
I can understand it sometimes because
I
like it when we go to a race on a Saturday. We got 2 20-minute sessions. 20 minutes ain't much. It goes by really quick. You run out there, get 5-7 laps, to really try to feel what it's going to do. You can try to come in real quick and make a change, but normally by the time you do that, practice over.
Time's up.
Then you got one more, and then we go qualify and race. That's fine to me, But this.
Well, I remember Millwood. Well, Millwood was racing me. He said practice was like from 1 to 4.
Well, and a lot of tracks, and they do, and I don't blame them. I mean, hey, if you want to go practice, yeah, we open the track on Friday. It's going to cost you to practice. I think Wake County was charging by the hour to practice. There's quite a...
Had a meter on the flag stand or something?
Cordell charges by the hour to practice.
Oh, my God. Drop a quarter in or something?
No, way more than a quarter.
Oh, well, yeah. Credit card swipe.
Exactly. They charging, I don't know, but it's hundreds of dollars.
Oh, I can't imagine. I don't even want to think about that. That's got to be up there, man. Oh, you got to pick an emergency crew, and oh my God,
it's ridiculous. But anyway, what else you got so we can wrap this up? We are 2 hours.
All right. The crate race at Modoc, and I got the date written down somewhere. It's gonna pay $5,074, and it's gonna pay $74 for every lap you lead.
Nice.
Brought to you by Mary's House Furnishings, because they used to sponsor Brian Stewart. Can be the Brian Stewart Memorial. Atomic Speedway. If you have a reserved seat for the 2026 season, you will get a free food item and one free drink for the rest of the 2026 season.
All
That's
right.
pretty cool. 525s have been added to the WSTC at Charlotte in October.
What do you think about that?
And that's, I'm sorry?
What do you think about that?
I would have Crown Vic. Bring Crown Vics, bro. We need Crown Vics.
Well,
How
I
can it
don't. I
be the
don't
wor-
disagree with that. If you
Come
can
on,
run the
bro.
SCDRA there, then yes, you need to run Crown Vics. I concur with that. But I'm saying you said 525s. What do you think about 525s being added?
Not a problem with it, Dave, but I already got 2 late model classes. Bring Crown Vics.
I agree, dude. You know how many you would have?
100.
Easy.
Easy.
I'm gonna
Come
tell
on,
you.
bro.
I'm gonna tell you, and which wouldn't bother me. This would not bother me at all. It almost just that part of it needs to almost be split up into 2 weekends now.
Oh God, yeah, you're right about that, bro. You are right. If you bring the Crown Vics plus, well, let's just say right now the 525s, you'll have 75 of them easy.
Oh, easy. Yeah. On top of that, then you got crates running. Then you got
602, 64, 525s.
are they still running steel block stuff?
602, 604, 525s. That'd be a 3
That's
late model
it.
class.
Okay. So they're not running steel block stuff. What I do have a question about that. What happened with the steel block bandit stuff? Did
Oh,
it completely go away?
yeah. Oh, what's that buddy's name from Fayetteville? Come on, bro.
Well, he
Jim
sold
Ball.
it. He had sold it to like his, what was it? I can't remember. Somebody in the family like even took it over, part of it, and then I think they just kind of got rid of it completely.
The Red Clay series, I think, is taking
Because
over
they kind
that.
of taken over that.
Yeah, they've been to Lakeview and Lawrence and stuff. I think it's Red Clay series is taking over the Steel Block Bandits, basically. Yeah.
That stinks. I get it.
But you get some guys from Tennessee coming down here to race though with that. That's pretty cool. The
I just-
Jesse Lowe's and all them.
I like the crate stuff. I don't mind the crate stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I think I like the 525 stuff. We've talked about this before, and I think I know your feelings on this already. But man, do we have too many late model classes?
Been saying this forever, bro. I really don't mind the late model classes, Dave. I really don't. But if I go to a super show, I got 4 classes and I already got 2 late models. Now you're gonna be in the supers. That's 3. I don't need that, bro.
The problem
I don't
is
need that.
there's 2 problems there, in my opinion. One, to the casual fan, if you get a casual fan coming in, I mean, Dirt's not having an issue with this, but if you get a casual fan coming in, they look at it and can't see any difference.
Can't even tell the difference, Dave.
No.
I'm down at the pit. Dave, I'll be down there taking a picture. That is a beautiful car. Never seen it before. Click. And when you go up top, watch, Hot Laps or whatever, and he's a 602. Like, yeah, okay, well, did not know that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's good. I mean, like I said, I don't dislike the crate stuff, but man, they don't do. But do we need 602 and 604?
Not on the same card, no. But yes, in a way you do, Dave, because you take. I'll give you a good example, like white coffee. White, let him get a 602, let him get the feel of it, then they can move up to the 604, and then they move up to the 525, and then they can move up to the super.
Okay, I'm fine with that as long as there's a big enough rules package difference for it to actually make a difference.
What kind of rules package?
I'm talking about
Like
on
shock?
car. Shocks, everything. If we're going from 602 to 604, because essentially everything's the same but the motor. In most cases,
All right. I got one. I'll take what you just said. Let's do this right here. Let's do that dude Alabama and Georgia. The 602 Charger class.
Yeah.
It's a stock clip front end.
And then you just got a Super Street. That's all you got.
I can't make you happy day now. I'm trying to help you out here, bro.
I just feel like, man, well, like I said though, okay, I feel like Super Street I don't like Super Street, dude. I feel like you're diluting classes. I just feel like, I do. I feel like and I feel like that's the problem right now. At a lot of tracks, I'm not gonna say as much on asphalt right now, because we're having car count problems as is, and there ain't but so many classes. But man, all right. Why? Okay, if you gonna have, all right, when you go to a track, I don't know how much you pay attention to this. If you do, 602, 604s. At the average track, what's the time difference on the stopwatch?
Couple 10. I mean, ain't
Couple
really
tenths.
much.
Couple tenths.
Couple 10 ain't much.
Okay, if that's all the difference, why don't we make a rules package, kind of like they did with originally did with the Blue Ridge stuff, that you could run any motor, and there was just a different rules package to keep it even. Okay, why don't we just combine those two classes, but make a rules package where obviously a 604's got to be heavier, give 602 some brakes on stuff, and just make it one class.
I have absolutely no problem with that. I hate to be the tech guy. I'd hate
to be tech guy, but
I hate to be the tech guy.
But why
But yeah,
have two classes with 7 cars in it when we could have one class with 14 in it?
14, exactly. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, my second issue, that was my first issue. My second issue is, as much as I have been a proponent of the 525 stuff, I like the 525.
Me too.
525 was originally built to be a cheaper, longer lasting super motor.
Yeah.
So why don't we let it do that? Why don't we give it enough carburetor? Why don't we give it enough whatever it needs to actually run with the supers?
We've been saying this on Ripping the Lip forever, man. Let's do away with the super motor. We don't. Do we need 900 horsepower?
No. Most of the time, I'll put it this way. I was, and I think I've said this on here before, I was at Lakeview one night. I was over there with Willie Milligan and them, and Michael Brown was parked next to us. And I got talking to Michael, and Michael was fast that night. I want to say, I can't remember if he won. No, he did not win. Oh my God. Smith. Jeff Smith. Jeff Smith won that night, and Jeff was parked right. We're all 3 parked in a row. Talked to Jeff that night. I actually had Jeff on the show after that night. Jeff and Mike, they were like, dude, I took the smallest restrictor plate I could absolutely find and put on this thing just to choke it down, to not just blow the back tires off of it here. So they took 1,000 horsepower, 900 horsepower motor. By the time they got done with it, it probably had 450, 500 horsepower. No, I mean, they said it was teeny restrictor plate. They choked it down. I put it this way. Willie ran that night with the super guys. Ran his steel block motor. Finished 4th or 5th.
Wow. But that was the old Lakeview before all the new banking and all that stuff.
Yes, exactly. They could probably run a little more there because there's more banking there now. So they can.
And I think tracks right now are like reconfiguring to satisfy the 800, 900 horsepower right now.
I don't know if it's a good thing.
I'm not saying it is either, man, but to me, like Swainsboro, we still don't know what Swainsboro is doing because, of course, Hunter Front got froze out there. I'm still love to know what that track will do. But to have that kind of horsepower, I'm just curious to see what Swainsboro will do with the reconfiguration and everything.
For sure. I saw somebody on Facebook a couple days ago who says, I know how to fix Smoky Mountain. And they took the corner 3 and 4 and just pushed it in, made it smaller.
You know what? That could really work.
No, I believe it. I agree.
That would really work.
And I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people didn't necessarily agree with it. But, man, I'm going to tell y'all, I've been to Fayetteville many days, still hating that they're not racing this year. Man, I am hating it. I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, that track put on better racing after they reconfigured it.
Sniper don't think so. Sniper thinks it was the old configuration. I think when he did it, to shape it like, I ain't gonna tell no lie. He said it. Well, I forget his name, but he wanted him to shape it like Furbury.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, the pre-configuration made Fayetteville better.
It did for me too. There was way more passing there. You couldn't hardly pass in the old configuration. You
mostly choo-choo bottom fader.
Like it was bottom. Boy, I remember going to a was it Lucas race? Yeah, it was Lucas race. Chris Ferguson won it up there one time. They were almost hitting the inside wall entering turn 1 is how low they were running on that track. And if you were outside of that, you wouldn't go nowhere. And I don't know. It just, I don't see where making these tracks more banked, more bigger, banking, whatever, and, you know, making it better for the 800-900 horsepower motors is really making for better racing.
All right, I was gonna hold this off till next time, but since we were on the subject, remember earlier in the show, I wanted to say something because we were on the subject of reconfiguring. Dave, County Clash had 30 cars at Friendship this past weekend, Saturday. We had 12 at Lancaster.
What's that tell you?
I believe Lancaster really needs to do a facelift. They need to do a reconfiguration. What I would do if I was Lancaster, I would shorten it, widen it like Golden Isles.
Yeah.
That's the only.
I really think all you would have to do is move the inside wall in.
Move the inside wall in?
Move the inside wall in all the way around the track. Make it so the inside line is, you know, a whole lot shorter. You still got that outside if you want to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you made that inside line a whole lot shorter, that track would be super wide, and you have multiple lines on it.
Here's my thing too, Dave. I wanted to ask you. Okay, so Lancaster, you know, it's fast. You tear up stuff. I get it. What about Port Royal? What about Knoxville? What about Williams Grove? What about these big tracks? You know, they go to and up there in Pennsylvania, they run weekly there. These guys don't care about. I don't ever hear a Pennsylvania guy saying, "Oh, I ain't going to Port Royal, man. Get my store tore up." I don't understand it, man. Explain this to me.
Well, I think just biggest difference is like you just said, all of the tracks up there are like that. Not all, but a good amount. A good percentage of the tracks that the late models run out weekly up there are like that.
Bedford, Williams Grove, Port Royal, that's 4 right there. I know it's half a mile or bigger.
Exactly. So that's what they're used to. That's just the tracks they have. It's the tracks they run. Down here, in the South at least, there's a lot of small tracks. Lot of, let's see, I guess you would say, what's the average? What's Sonoa? 3/8? 3/8. That's the average. I think it's about the average size of a dirt track around here now. 3/8 mile. Swainsboro, what is it now?
I guess I was
about 3/8.
I still say 3/8.
That's what I'm saying. So that is what everybody's getting used to around here. The half mile track is the oddball in the group. When it's not an oddball, yeah. When look, when Fayetteville was running their old configuration, Lancaster had more cars at it. Because there was more than one track that was long straightaways, tight corners. It was a normal thing. Now, Lancaster is the oddball because there's no other track like that around here. I don't. You could go in and add banking, I guess, but you gonna come out with something, I think, like a Smoky Mountain or something. I don't know.
Oh God, don't say that, bro.
I don't
say
know.
that.
I mean, I just don't think that's the way to go, personally.
So what can be the end? I hate to see Lancaster, go through what they're going through.
I think the only option you have to not
Yes.
have to redo everything at the track, including stands and everything else, your only option is to shorten it. Your only option is to shorten the track. That's all you can do. That's what Marcus Smith asked Dale Earnhardt Jr. He said, when they were talking about changing, this track, because Junior wanted to go in when they changed Texas. Everybody hated the track. Still not one of my favorites. But when they changed the track, Dale Jr. hated it. Everybody hated it. So Marcus Smith looked down. He said, now in today's age, and this is true for every track. Now, obviously, that is on a bigger scale, but this is true for every track. They said building prices are so high. To change the entire track and facility is going to cost you so many millions of dollars. Millions. I mean, just probably tens of millions, 20 million. To change everything. He said, okay, so with the footprint that you have right here, what would you do with it? Same thing with Lancaster. They're not going to be able to change the footprint. Because to build new stands, to build just everything new isn't feasible. So with the footprint that they have, what's doable? The only thing to me that's doable is shorten it. I don't know.
Sad. I hate to see him go. I don't want to see Shannon Munn go through this, man. I love Shannon Munn to death, bro.
Good dude.
It just breaks my heart, bro.
Good dude. Good dude for sure.
And Bill Watkins won Saturday by 3 seconds. How about that?
How about Big Ben?
Big Ben. Tied for
We should have had Ben on here
fifth
tonight.
in all-time wins, I think. Yeah.
We should have had Ben on here tonight. We'll get Ben on here soon.
We should have said something, man.
I know. I mean, he
say
was
something.
he was on here. I mean, he was just in the comments.
Could have got him on here. Big Ben, he's still watching. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock.
Way too late. Way too late.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock.
All right. Well, you got anything else before we close out?
I'm good, bro.
All right, brother. Good deal. Well, appreciate
bro.
everybody. I hope everybody has a great Easter. Great Easter. And it is I said it at church last night, man, this is a holiday that I feel like kind of gets just pushed aside, passed over, per se. I'm the biggest one around here, and everybody knows it. I love Christmas. Christmas is I listen to Christmas music all year long. I love it. But, man, Christmas wouldn't mean nothing if it wasn't for the cross.
Yeah.
So, So
That's it.
Easter is probably the most important holiday any of us of the Christian faith can have. So let's take time to think about what this entire week means. Holy Week, as they call it. Just everything. Good Friday coming up for a lot of people to have off of it. Have off of work. But man, it was literally what they call the darkest day in history. But man, it was sure bright on the other side.
Sure was that.
So anyway,
Maybe.
that's right. So all right, everybody. Hope y'all have a great Easter week. If you don't go any other time, try to visit a church near you of your liking on Easter. Hope, and maybe you'll find something you like and maybe go again. Try it again. So anyway, all right. Appreciate you, man, as always.
Appreciate you, Dave.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Have a great week, man.
You too.
Later.
Later.